Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to No Man's Land. So today's episode, we're going to be quite busy, and I've got a few things to show you before we get kicking off. So we've now got this oat field that's ready, so that's going to need harvested. The previous oat field that we did in the last episode, the straw, which is, well, I missed half the straw, that needs collected. And I also did these paths around here, so the hay is all rolled up and ready to be collected and baled. So I've got a bit of a baling job to do today. I'll try and get Cosplay to do this field so I can let a worker follow the path with the baler and I don't have to do that. So I should only need to bale up that hay and that straw. Right, so we're just going to take a run over to our new production that I've put in place. So the reason I put this in off camera was just because of the amount of time that I knew it was going to take to install. So anyway, we've got it in, and I've also set up the auto drive routes around it. And what I've also done is I've put this in, and this is a root crop storage. I'm thinking, especially seeing as I'm going to be doing more sugar beet, I think the amount of sugar beet that's going to come off that field there is going to completely swamp the sugar mill, and the methane plant doesn't hold that much anyway. So I kind of wanted an interim storage. So my idea is that I'll run maybe one load of sugar beet into the sugar mill, get that production kicking off so it can start feeding the bakery for the cakes, and the rest of them then I'll just get tipped into the root crop storage, and as and when we need it, either to go to the methane plant or to go to the sugar mill, we can just, you know, take that out whenever we need. Yeah, so I think that's all there is. So the first job I want to do is go and get into the combine over there, bring it over here and get it working in the field, and then we'll head up to the store, we'll get the sugar beet harvester and we'll get that job started off. Okay, so somewhere around here I've got the trailer, I think, for the header. I've also cut this bit of grass here, did that off camera, just because I know I've got some stumps and I've got this bit of texture from the forest that I want to change back to grass. So I cut that grass there just to make it easier to find the stumps and to paint the surface. I think I also offloaded the trailer of all these things here. I put those there, so they're ready and the trailer's free should I need to use it. So I think I'll just go and put the header trailer in this little island here, and then we'll get Cosplay working on a on the oat harvest. Okay, so I want to create a job and we want field work. It's going to be this field. So one tool, we can do one headland, but I'm going to start in the center. That way the baling will not drop any bales in its way, and clockwise, yeah, I suppose that will do. Could not generate course, the log may have more information. Right, okay, that's a bit odd. Right, what do I do here? Should I just try putting a new field in place? I don't know if that's going to be the issue. And I don't know where the log is, so if someone could help me with that, that would be really good. Right, so I'll just draw that. Save that as CP1, that'll do. Right, should we try that again, see if it makes any difference? Create a job. Field work, field position is here. So again, one, start work on the center, sharp corners, clockwise. I wonder why that keeps going to no bypass. Cannot generate the course. The log may have more information. Right, okay. I don't know what that means or why I'm getting that, but that's going to mess things up slightly, because that means I can't bail the field. Let's have another look. I'm not giving up. One tool, one headland, start center, sharp clockwise, up, down, automatic, roster skip on. No, it won't let it happen. Okay, right, well, yeah, that's a bit of a pain. Right, so we'll just use a worker's AI to do this. Make sure the straw swathing is on. And we'll just let it go. Let's just see if it's dropping straw. It is. Right, okay. Right, well, I don't know what was going on there. So, if anyone knows how to fix that or how to find out what the issue is, it'd be appreciated if you could let me know. Right, so we'll head up to the store and we'll get some kit bought. Right, so BEET technology, I'm just going to go for the biggest. I mean, money really isn't an issue at all. Just check that's the right number plate. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're buying that. It costs 499,000. Wow. And we want the header for it, which is this one. I'm not going to bother with the header trailer because it's just going to stay on it all the time. And the other thing I want to do is I want to get another trailer, because I think it would be easier for a tractor to go around and fill up than it will be for the lorry to take the big sort of crampy thing with us. So I want something of a decent size but not too high. Maybe not that one, maybe not that one. What's this one here? 37, 40 meter cubed. Now I've used this one before. It's a good size. Need to change the number plate, of course. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay, so we'll buy that, and we'll probably just use the Fent or something on it to do the carting. Right, so I'll see you up at the store. Alright, here we are, the big Roper Tiger 6. Bit of a beast, I suppose. Biggest bit of kit we probably own now. Hasn't got much of a turning circle. There we go. So we'll get this down to the field. We'll get a course laid in for it, and then I'll come up with the Fent, get the trailer, and get that set up ready to do all the carting. Okay. Right, so just doing course play for this. So we'll create a job, field work. Let's hope this works. So 4 meter wide, a number of headlands. I'm going to do quite a few headlands, I think, just to give it plenty of room to turn around. Headland corners. Yeah, we can do those sharp, I suppose. Start work on the headland, and there's no islands to worry about. Could not generate course. The log may have more information. Right, so I don't know where this log is. What is going on with this then? What am I doing wrong? Okay, so I've managed to get it working there, and all I did was I changed the setting. I think it was in, was it this one? And I've just changed it to prefer custom fields. I've deactivated that, which kind of doesn't make sense because I was working in a custom field. But anyway, now I've got a course laid in, so we shall get it to work. So I'll just sit with it. I just got a notification there to say the combine was nearly full. Right, so it looks as though it's going to go somewhere, so we need to get a trailer to it and we'll get that set up. Right, so here's the Fendt. While it's attached to the water tanker, let's just have a quick check on the greenhouses. Yeah, and they're very low in water, so we'll just fill the greenhouses up, or at least the water tankers for the greenhouses. And then we'll go and get the cramp over there and take it to the combine to get that unloaded. In fact, it would be really handy if I could just go now while it's on its, while the discharge pipe's on the right side. Actually quite handy having this dolly, saves me buying a second HGV. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there and we'll head up to the store and we'll pick up that trailer and get it down and get it working on the BEET collecting. Right, so what I want this to do is drive to CP5 weight. So if I just load up the auto drive, yeah, well, let's just get it to drive there. Oh, so I need to adjust these settings. I don't want it repairing. Automatic repair, refuel switched off. And then once it gets to CP5, we'll change it to be harvest unload. There we go. So that's pick up and deliver, unload combine, and we want to take it to, first one we'll do is we'll go to the sugar mill. And now it's just going to wait for the call. Hopefully the engine should switch off. But let's just go and check the, there we go, let's go and check on the BEET harvester. I think I may have broken it. Right, so we'll just see if that works. It's not telling me it can't find a trailer. We'll just have to see if it calls the tractor over when it gets full. I think I had the setting to 65 today. Unload. Yeah, 60% is the pre-call. So I might just sit with this and see what happens. Alright, so it's got to 60% now, the pipe's coming out, so the tractor's setting off. That's pretty good. Right, so I think it's all working, so we'll crack on with the next job. Right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go and quickly, I say quickly, we're going to go and do some baling. I want to get this New Holland serviced as well in this episode, because it's into the red now. I don't know if there's actually any penalty for when the service indicator gets so low. Right, so I'll just get this hay baled up and then we'll head over to the straw field. We'll get the straw done there. I want to get that done fast so I can get these two tractors, well this and the John Deere, subsoiling that corn and oat field. Right, so I've just took a quick pause from the hay baling because the tractor is now full of sugar beet, so it should be going to the sugar mill now to tip, hopefully. It seems to be going back to CP5 before it'll set off to the sugar mill. So once it's put this into the sugar mill, I will change it to take to the root crop storage. And then, because I don't think the sugar mill will process this that fast. But we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so we're coming up now on the sugar mill. Turns in beautifully. And let's hope it gets the tip point, which is just round that corner. So it should be alright. Great, that's perfect. So we'll just go to the productions now. And sugar beet sugar, we shall activate that, and I want to have it distributing, so that should then go to the bakery for cakes. We can activate cakes, but I do need to put milk and eggs into it, so we'll do that at some point. And now that it's finished, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to change this to the root tip and set it off again. And I'll get back to the baling. Right, well I would have got back to the baling, but the combine's full again, so I'll just go and empty it. Sure, the John Deere will be able to pull this. Right, so let's do this baling. Okay, so I've just got this little last strip here now of hay to make, and then we'll head over to the straw field. We'll have a quick check on how the productions are doing, maybe have a quick check on the animals as well, but then I want to get cracked on with that straw as fast as I can so I can get the subsoiling done. I have to remember to drive on the right side of the road. Now I've got active vehicles running on the courseplay routes. In fact, I think we've just missed the opportunity to pass the vehicle there. It looks like the fence full of sugar beet now. Right, so I'll just get this last hay picked up. I think it's so cool to see other vehicles doing work like this without you actually driving them. Right, so that's all the hay, and we'll just make a start on the straw now. Okay, so we're on to the last row of straw now, so just run down here, then I'm going to nip over to the dealership there and get this thing serviced. It'd be really handy if I could get a workshop at our farmyard. I've been meaning to do it for quite a while, but just never seem to have time to fit one into an episode. I've got quite a bit of straw for this field, so it's probably a good idea that we didn't bale it all, considering I have the other oat field to come yet as well. So yeah, I think we're going to have more than enough straw for a while. Right, so I'll just nip through these trees because I think that's I think there's a way through to get to the dealership. I'll get this thing serviced and we'll get back, get the John Deere, get them both with the subsoilers on and get this field ripped up, ready for stone picking and then ultimately some more cotton. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I can weave a way through here. There we go. Not sure how much this is going to cost to repair. It's going to cost $20,000. Right, I'll see you back at the farm. Right, so I'll actually send this tractor to CP6 weight. I thought I'd set this to be the default. Right, now we're getting to the John Deere. Oh, so the harvester hasn't done the whole field, it's missed this little bit out, but we can finish that off. Right, and I'll do the same with this. I'll send this to CP6. And we'll jump into the class. We'll get the bale loader on and we'll go and pick up these straw bales, and then if there's any room we'll pick up some of the hay bales as well. Right, so what we'll do is we'll do the same as I did in the cotton field at the time, and we'll just do a dual route for these. So I want to create a job, course play, this is the field. I might just try that, and it's a 4 meter width. We're going to have two, we can do 2 headlands, that's fine. So 2 tools, 2 headlands, start on the headland. I want sharp corners. Clockwise is good, so we'll just generate that. Okay, and we'll start the job. But if I can just get into it. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to copy this course, and that's the left. And then we'll jump into the John Deere. And I want to paste the course. So let's get rid of that. We'll paste that one and I'll make that the right. And we'll set it off. So hopefully that should work okay. Right, and we'll quickly go and get these bales. Right, so that's all the straw bales picked up, and there's just these two which will fit in nicely and fill the trailer. And we'll head over to the bale tipping point and we'll put these into this storage. Right, so that's all the hay bales picked up now. So we'll head back to the bale storage and then over to the methane plant. So we should be good for a while for TMR. We were getting a bit low on the hay, but I think that's just sorted us out for a short while. Right, so I'll get these silage bales picked up and we'll load up the methane plant. There goes another load of sugar beet. Right, there's the last one. So I've got this slurry Bowser thing in the way. I don't know if I'll be able to hitch up to the front of it. Oh, I can, that's brilliant. So I'll just move this out of the way. I need to get it sold. Okay, so we'll have a look at this methane production now. Silage, we can switch that on. Slurry, we can switch that off. We haven't quite got a full load yet, but that doesn't matter. We can sell some methane in a little bit. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to load up this second lot of bales here and just leave them on the trailer ready to be put into the methane plant. And then we'll sort out getting the milk and the eggs over for the bakery and get the cake production started. Okay, so that's the bale trailer loaded now. So I'm just going to go and pick up the flatbed here, and I'm going to load up all the bread onto it. Because I think that bread will be in the way of the spawn point when we want to bring the milk over. Right, I'm just getting the forklift and we'll get this loaded up. Right, so that's a nice little job done. So we'll just go and park this up and we'll go and get the milk from the cow enclosure and bring it over to the dairy and to the bakery. Right, so I might as well just let this off filling up with methane, and we'll head over, get the water tanker emptied and fill it up with milk, come back over. So I've got 4,000 litres left, so I'll just quickly check on the animals, see which one needs the most water. That's got 15,000, the Angus's have got 21, so I'll dump this into the Holstein enclosure, and then we'll get the milk out of there and take it over to the bakery and the dairy. Alright, so I'm not sure how much milk we've got. I didn't check. Still need to get rid of that tree as well. So I think milk will be in here, or is it in the animals? Yeah, so there might be a full trailer load. Yep. And there's still 9,500 litres left. So plenty of milk. Right, so hopefully I can squeeze up the side here with this. I really didn't put this in the best orientation, really. Okay, so it's not unloading just yet. See if I can come in from a different angle. No. Do I need to reverse in? There we go. Okay, so that took 7,000 litres of milk, so we'll head up to the dairy now and we'll top that up with milk. Not sure where the point is. I thought it was around here somewhere. There we go. And that's a almost full tanker, 25,000 litres gone into the dairy. So I'll go and set this back up at the water tower, get it refilling, and then we'll go and get the eggs and bring some eggs over. Right, so, well, we'll have some manure to fill up, I suppose, so we might as well do that. There's 16,000 in there, and nothing in here, so not too much. I might get some straw out for the cows while we wait for that to fill. Let's get out, we'll get 6 bales out. I'll go and take this up to the Angus. Okay, so they're full and they've got part of 2 bales. Might need to get another 2 straw bales out for the Holsteins as well. No, they seem to be full. Right, so we will get this manure filled up. Well, we'll get this manure over to the methane production, and we'll also pick up a stack of eggs and try and get them over there without dropping them. So I've only got to get to the bakery. I'll just take my time and I'll see you over there. Now some might say that that was an excellent piece of driving. Yep, I went there. Right, so we'll tip the manure in, and we might as well set this off with the manure as well. And we'll get back over to the animals now and we'll give them some TMR. So the food status of the 2 cows, the Holsteins are nearly out and the Anguses have got heaps. The Anguses really aren't using much food at all, I suppose because they're not making milk. So I'll just put all this TMR into the Holsteins. And then next episode we'll get some more TMR mixed up. Right, I might just actually go and move some eggs from the spawn point because I did notice that was getting quite full. Right, I'll just leave that like that, and then when it's full, it's sorted out. So I've got a load of wool here, and in the next episode I'm going to try and put in a second spinnery. So I'll just get all that trailed over and put into the new spinnery when that's in place. Right, so we'll head to the combine now. So I've just got this small strip to do, and then I can get all that grain put into the grain silo, and we'll get the combine parked up. It's going to need some fuel, so we'll get it refueled for the next episode, because I think the sorghum might be ready, but I also think the big soybean field could be ready as well, so I'm not sure how we're going to handle that. So it's a real shame I couldn't have got this on course play, because this is a lot of straw that needs baled up. Almost tempted to just not bother and just plough it in, because we do have quite a lot of straw, I think, in the bale store. Alright, so I'm just going to leave that there, but this combine needs some diesel, so we'll go and refill it. Right, so now we'll just go and check on some of the vehicles. So this field here, yeah, that's nearly done. So next episode we'll get the stones picked out of it. Maybe I can get it planted and rolled and sprayed in that episode as well. It would be nice if I could get some cotton in here. And our beet harvest, what would you say, we're a third of the way through the field now, so this is going to take quite a while. But look in the store, how much have we got in store now? So we've got nearly 300,000 litres of sugar beet. That is incredible. So looking at the methane production, sugar beet, so every 1,000 litres makes 826 litres of methane. So I think that's like nearly a 3-to-1 price increase by selling the sugar beet as methane. I think it takes it from about 400 and something. Well, let's have a quick look. So sugar beet's best price is 444. Yeah, I'm sure you get about 1,300 per litre. So 1,300 per 1,000 kilograms, I should say, of methane. So, you know, if you took 82% of that, yeah, definitely it's about 3,000, about 3 times the price for sugar beet as methane. But I think that's all I'm going to do in this episode. I say I'm just going to let these run away and get it filled up. I think that root crop storage can hold 500,000, so there's no way we're going to fill it. Might as well just check on the sugar factory. So that's got 33,000 litres in. It's going to do it's going to use 24,000 a day, if that's right. 2 cycles makes one cycle uses 2 beet. So 12,000 cycles a month, that's got to be 24,000 beet. So it's not going to run out until next month. So we've got plenty there. Our cake, we've got everything here. We've got our sugar now. We could put some more eggs in it. Still got plenty of flour. Cracking on. So it won't be long until we have cake. And cake is best price. Well, probably January. 10,000 per. Oh my, that's brilliant. So yeah, we'll give it a few months to make some cake, and we'll get that sold. I haven't actually looked the best price for things. So oats is December, so we've got oats we can sell, but not just yet. Soybeans, we've got a big field of soybeans coming up, so we've got a long way to wait for those. Eggs was November, wasn't it? So yeah, so not too far away from selling the eggs. Bread's the same, December. Cake, we've done that. Cheese, February. Butter's January. And clothes, yeah, we've missed the clothes, or we've done the clothes, I should say. So honey, we've got to wait till February. So everything's looking fairly good. We've done the furniture. Gold's a bit up and down, but July. Yeah, so everything's looking really good. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm really pleased with how the auto drive is working for harvesting of these fields. I don't think we're quite keeping up. I haven't noticed the harvester stop yet, but I say we're on 27,000 litres, 63% full, and it isn't that long since the Fent left, I don't think. Can't actually see it though, unless it's going around the back of the sugar mill. Yeah, it must be. Either that or it's tipping and we just can't quite see it. So it's kind of holding its own, taking 40,000 litres out at a time. So it hasn't stopped yet as far as I'm aware. So it's all do so that's pretty good. Next episode, I say we'll get that field sorted out. I'm going to get this field extension done, and then we'll get this all ripped up and ready to go for maybe another cotton field, and it'll all depend on what's ready to harvest. So thank you for watching. If you give the video a like, it would really help me out, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. There's definitely more to come with this. I want to keep growing this map, and I think even after the challenge is over with Chainsaw and Daggerwin, I might just keep going and just see how insanely big I can make this farm and how automated I can make it. So thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye bye for now.